Okay, so that was In Due Time by
That was In Due
Nysah.
Time.
Alright, so before we go further into the set, I just want to welcome all our viewers to the Modular House Show Season 2, Ep.7 featuring Nysah. So welcome, Nysah.
Hello, thank you for having me here.
Thank
Very
you for
excited
coming
to be
down.
here.
Yeah, okay, so do you want to tell us a little bit about that first song you just performed?
Sure. So,
Yeah.
In Due Time, it was composed in 2019. Actually, it came about thanks to a school assignment that we had to do.
I see.
Yeah, actually, no. Two of the songs that I'll be playing tonight came about thanks to a school assignment where we had to produce two original tracks.
Mm-hmm.
So I just decided to, bring this up for my first solo gig. Yay!
I see. Okay, so maybe what school are you currently studying in? Just to check.
I am currently in LaSalle College of the Arts.
Oh, okay.
I'm studying music.
I see.
Yeah.
What's your major, if you don't mind me
Oh,
asking?
I'm specializing in electronic music.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. So is that why, you have a lot of gears going on as well?
I wouldn't say it's a lot, but I do have some gears. Yeah,
Okay.
just a couple of them.
I see. I mean, to untrained ear, untrained eyes, like myself, I would say, there's cool stuff like some keyboards and of course, but on top of that, of course, the steel drum that he played as well.
Yep.
So how did you get started on that instrument? Because it's not something that I see every day, and definitely not in Singapore, I would say.
You are absolutely right, I believe. So, the first time that I came across with this beautiful instrument was back in 2014. I was actually just walking across the Helix Bridge, and I saw this man basking with this instrument. But back then, I wasn't really into music that much, so it was like, oh, this is cool, because we always see this in videos on YouTube and all this stuff, but to be able to excuse me,
You're
to
fine.
be able to be physically in front of it and witnessing somebody play it, it was whoa, that's a really cool moment for me. So I just took a video and then it just kind of stopped there, it just ended there, and then went back to YouTube videos. And then the second time I came across this was, I think, 2018,
Okay.
where we had a gathering with my band outside. They're called Nadi Singapura. So we had this gathering, and one of our seniors, a well-respected percussionist, he brought along his handpan. And being percussionists ourselves, itchy hand, so everybody was trying to get a feel of it.
Yeah.
So that's how it started, and then along the way, I just figured it would be interesting for me to try out this instrument and see where I can go with it. And this was, I think I was just fresh in LaSalle, and we had this weekly ensemble thing where we have to perform, right?
Yeah.
We have to perform original music every week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And at that point of time, in the entire electronic music cohort, there were quite a number of percussionists / drummers. So the idea was to have to gather all of us and perform a percussion piece. So there was a lot of processing going around, and I used a handpan, not this one in particular, but a slightly bigger one.
I see.
And it went really well, I would say. So that was the first time I ever used it with people around.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to stop you for a moment.
Sure.
It's called a hand pen.
Handpan. Okay.
How do you spell that?
It's literally like hand
Okay.
and a pen.
A pen.
So, yeah.
P-E-N. A hand
P-A-N.
pen. P-A-N.
Yeah.
Hand pen. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Or,
call it the steel drum. Is it also called a steel drum by any chance?
It's in the same family as the
Okay.
steel drum, but it's not exactly the steel drum.
Okay.
So this, it's also called a hang drum, or hang or hang actually, which originates from Switzerland, and it's actually a pretty recent instrument, I would say. If I'm
Oh,
not
I see.
mistaken, it was invented in 2000, early 2000s.
Oh,
yeah.
that's very recent.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
And
But
where's the origin of the instrument?
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
I see.
I forgot where exactly, but it's somewhere there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I do recall seeing this instrument and being amazed by it. And I
Yeah.
saw this on Instagram for the first time.
Really?
Yeah, that's where I first saw it.
Nice.
It was like played by those very zen,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, yeah.
spiritual. It was a guy, I think. He was playing on the street, and then there was, I think, another guy playing a didgeridoo or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this instrument, I believe, it's always accompanied with didgeridoo, like what you
Oh,
said.
okay.
Yeah. So that also explains why in the track earlier that I played, there is that underlying didgeridoo sound that
okay.
I included inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Fun fact. And fun facts.
Yes.
That sound was recorded through one of my friends who just like hum through a PVC pipe to get that
Oh.
sound.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's actual hum that you recorded.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Oh.
It didn't come from a didgeridoo. 'Cause,
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't find one back then, or like anyone who knew how to play it. Yeah, so we just made do with whatever we have. But you know,
see.
if it works, it works.
Did you have to pitch it to match the pitch on your handpan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this particular one, it's in G minor.
Okay,
So I just kind of tuned it into
Yeah.
G
I see.
yeah.
Okay, so for the viewers, maybe you won't know G minor. It's just a set of notes that consist of G, B flat. You know, it's kind of sad sounding basically. So yeah, and
That's true.
I believe you cannot really tune it any other way, right? It's set in stone, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the tuning may run off just as any other, instrument. But yeah, to be able to retune it, it's very hard. I don't think it's even possible to do it on your own. So usually you would have to like send them back to the makers, to the handpan makers to get it retuned or like
Oh.
repaired,
I see. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So does that mean that when you write a song with this instrument, does it have to be in a key of G minor all the time, or do you actually get to explore maybe, other modes, or is there other way of writing with this instrument?
I am sure that there are many other ways.
Okay.
But my theory is not the best. So for now, I'm sticking to G minor.
I see, I
And
see.
yeah, I mean, I will definitely explore the other skills as well and see what fits. Yeah, but for now, I'm happy with whatever I have.
Well, it
So,
sounds great. So
thank
I guess
you.
you're doing the good thing. All right. So without further ado, how about we go to the second song?
Sure, let's
Yeah.
do it.
All right, that was
Thank you.
Ripples by Nysah. Okay, that was beautiful. So something different, a little bit more groovy compared to the first one.
Yes,
Right. Okay.
correct.
And I believe you used looper. Is that right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, I mean, I really love all the interlocking rhythms
Thank
and all
you.
that. So maybe coming back to the part that you spoke about Nadi Singapura. I understand it's a traditional Malay percussion group, right?
It's okay. I wouldn't really call it traditional,
Okay.
but it's a percussion ensemble
Okay.
that believes in uplifting the traditional drums of the Malay archipelago, but we don't necessarily play it traditionally. If you get what I mean? Yeah.
I see. Okay. So you maybe tell us a little bit more. What do you mean by that?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, for example, one of the instruments that we use a lot in nadi is called a kompang. It's basically a frame drum with a skin stretched to the edges. And this instrument, in Singapore, you can mainly find it in weddings, so, but it's an instrument that just like accompanies the bride and groom as they enter. But
Yeah.
in our performances, not just on the kompang, but other drums as well. We also dance, we also sing,
Yeah.
and recently we did a theatrical show
Oh.
at Drama Center Theatre. Yeah,
Okay.
so I believe that's what makes Nadi Singapura different.
I see.
Yeah.
So you guys are not exactly strapped down just to traditional music, but you
Yeah.
guys use the traditional instruments and then create something new out of it. Is that the right
That's
understanding?
right. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I see. So maybe does your participation in Nadi affect the way you write by any chance?
Oof, that is a very good
Yeah, because
question.
that's what I realized for this piece because for Malay music, what stands out to me is the groove and the rhythm and a lot
Right.
of interlocking sounds from different
That's
percussion
right.
instruments, right?
Yeah.
So I heard that in a little bit of that in the piece you just performed.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm asking you this question. So does it affect you in any
I
way?
think being in Nadi definitely helped me to strengthen my rhythms. So, in terms of the interlocking patterns, for this piece, it was more of basically the idea for this
Yeah.
piece, right? I just wanted to try looping
Okay.
and just like trying to challenge myself to compose a piece where I can add multiple layers of the same thing. So that's really what it is actually. So when I was writing this, I wouldn't say it was easy lah, but it took quite a lot of time, and I guess it being in Nadi helped me, or rather affect me, like what you mentioned, affect my composition process.
Okay.
Yeah, so subconsciously, I may not even realize it when I was doing it, but now that you ask me and I'm thinking about it, I think, yeah, it should. I am so sorry.
It's okay. Maybe how long have you been in the group for? In Nadi?
I joined Nadi in 2015.
2015, so
it's
5 years. I
Yeah.
would say that is a long enough time, long
Yeah.
enough to it's secondary school years, 4 years,
Yeah.
5 years. It's a good enough time to have
Yeah.
gotten into your soul, into your body,
True.
right?
Right.
Right. Okay, so what do you guys do in Nadi? Like, just curious.
We play drums mainly, but like I said before earlier, we don't just play the drums. We sing, we act, we dance,
Yeah.
simultaneously while playing.
I see.
So
Is that a weekly occurrences?
It used to be weekly. We used to have weekly rehearsals, yes, but due to COVID, so we had to like cut it down for a bit. But we are slowly like getting back into business.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, that's great to hear.
Thank you.
All right, so I guess we go to the last piece for
Yes,
tonight.
The last piece.
Okay, so what is this called? The last one?
The last one is called Unfold.
Unfold.
And this was the other song that I was saying earlier about how it came about thanks to the school assignment.
Okay. Yo.
Yo.
Yo, that was dope.
Oh my god.
Brings me straight right into the middle of Zouk or something.
Oh my
I mean, that was like
thank you.
groovy. Yeah, that was great. That was
Thank
Unfold,
you.
right?
That was Unfold, and that
Okay.
is the last song for tonight.
Yeah,
I
you're
survived.
done. Wait, you're not done yet. I'm gonna ask you some
Okay,
questions.
sorry.
Okay, relax.
Okay.
That first of all, like really, really great.
Thank you. Thank you.
I wouldn't think of having a handpan on top of like, this kind of strong beats going on, but it completely works. I mean, it kind of blew my mind a little bit.
Wow.
I don't know. Yeah. So great.
Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot.
Yeah. Okay. So how did you come to write this song?
Okay.
It seems like there's a lot going on with beats as well. Not just the handpan. So
okay.
did you come up with this on your own?
I came up. Okay. I know I have like a rough idea of how I want this track to be.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea was to like what. Okay, I'm so sorry. Your reaction that you had earlier, that was kind of exactly what I wanted to go for. So like, because the handpan is always associated with didgeridoo and with calmness and peace and all that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to just challenge myself and try to make a track that is not so like the usual.
Yeah. Right.
So, but actually, nowadays you can find quite a lot of tracks like these. So I take a lot of inspiration from people like, I think, oh my God, scratch that. I forgot their names. So
No worries.
you can just, okay. So
Sure.
I wrote the melodies I wrote by myself, and I actually had two of my friends who helped me with the arrangement and as well as the producing
I see.
of this track.
Okay.
And if they are watching this, which I hope they do, it's Raids and also Charlie Kurata.
Okay.
So it's really thanks to them that this track managed to be what it is. Because like if I were to show you the first draft, my God, you will vomit.
Right. I'm kind of curious right now, but okay, we'll leave it as that.
Yes, let's just end it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, maybe do you have anything to maybe share to maybe those people who might be interested in joining maybe Nadi, or maybe people who are trying to pick up some percussion instruments or any other, Malay percussion instruments? Do you have any piece of advice for them? Maybe, you can promote your own group Nadi as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, Nadi Singapura had just, okay, actually not just lah, but it's been slightly over a year now where we opened up auditions for the second generation of cast ensemble members. So that is currently in the process. And if I am not mistaken, Nadi is not exactly looking at recruiting new members anytime soon.
I see.
Partly also because of COVID.
Right,
Yeah.
yes.
So, but I mean, if anybody wants to learn, just go for it. I mean, how should I put this? There are a lot of
Maybe-
resources.
Yeah, maybe where would be a good place to start? Maybe an instrument that is maybe easier for them to start, something like that.
In Malay percussion.
Yeah, or anything.
The kompang is it's easy to start with.
Kompang, right? The
Yeah,
frame
the-
drum.
the
you're
frame
saying.
drum, yeah.
Right. Okay.
The ones that you usually see in weddings. Yeah, because those are. It looks easy, but to get the tones, it requires a lot of practice as well.
I see.
Yeah, there are like its own techniques to it.
Okay, so it's
Just
a
like
simple
any-
instrument, but it does take some practice.
Yeah, just
to
like
get it
any other
right.
instrument.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Well,
so sorry. I've got nothing
No.
else.
Well, no, I think your music spoke a lot for us already.
Well,
so I
thank
guess
you.
you don't have to do much of the talking. So thank you for
much.
coming down. Oh, no worries. Thank you for
Thank you
coming
for
down.
having me here.
Yeah, it was really interesting for myself to see as well. I've never heard one in real life. So, and with electronics, cool stuff. Keep
Thank
doing what
you.
you do. Thank you, Nysah, for coming down. And to address our audiences, if you like what you just heard, you can check out Nysah on our socials right over here. And if you like what you're watching, check out Modular House Productions socials right here as well. And also to thank all of our sponsors, firstly Pantheon Percussions for providing us with this space, and Audio Technica for providing us with the microphones that you're hearing right now, and also you heard Nysah's handpan. And also lastly, NAC Singapore for making all this possible and supporting us endlessly. And so see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
Am I supposed to wave to